Qatayef, or what we can call Arabic crepe, that are stuffed with a mix of walnuts, spices of cinnamon, rose water, clove, all fused together. The smell, the flavors, the aromas are amazing. Let's enjoy that. Bon appetit. Definitely not that sugary, light and delicious. 200 grams of white flour, 200 grams of smirvali. To that we need 400 milliliter of water and 5 grams of sugar, 15 grams of dried yeast. For the filling we have got 1 kilogram of walnuts that I have crushed like that. To that we need 5 grams of sugar, 5 grams of cinnamon and a pinch of clove. And we have about 30 grams of sugar. And we will mix all of that with about 40 milliliter of rose water. For our syrup we need a squeeze of lemon, 20 milliliter of rose water. Now I have got about 150 grams of sugar. To that I will have 150 milliliter of water. And in my sugar I'm going to have a stick of cinnamon and some cloves. First thing we do, we prepare the stuffing. So with our sugar and spices, off they go into the walnuts, and with our rose water, and we're going to mix, and that's going to crystallize and be perfect. After mixing a bit, you see that the mix is hardened. That's where after we add the yeast and the sugar and we mix. Then we add our water slowly. I'm gonna add 30 milliliter of milk. That's going to give a nice contrast. To bring up the crepe into a wonderful new level, I'm going to add to it 20 milliliter of rose water. Our walnuts and our batter are perfect and ready. We set aside. Onto high heat, we add our water to our sugar and our rose water. We give a good mix, and our lemon juice. Once it comes to a boil, we lower the heat. The ratio of my syrup is 1:1 instead of 2:1. We turn off the heat and we set aside. Half an hour into fermentation, our batter is ready. We heat our pan, brushed with a bit of olive oil. We try our pan with a drizzle and we see how that works. The temperature and the batter is perfect. With our spoon, we place in the middle a round circle. We need to work it out and move it like that, so it's not that thick, yet perfectly round and beautiful. And then we need to keep for about a minute or so. We're having it on medium high, the temperature. You don't want to have it on high, you will burn it. 1 minute and our crepe is perfect. You need to make sure that the surface is totally dried. We take away and put aside on top of its brothers and sisters. Then we place on a towel and we need to cover so they don't get hardened and cracking. Only when our crepe is cold, we put 2 spoons onto our crepe, and then we have to fold it and tap the edges, and we pinch and we gather close to each other. All of our Qatayef is ready. Look at that. They're perfect in size, shape. Always we keep them covered with a towel so they don't dry. We add vegetable oil, about 1 centimeter of it, on high heat. By all means, if you want, you can bake it in the oven. You brush it with vegetable oil and you bake for about half an hour until golden and brown. Into our hot oil, we place our Qatayef. You give a good shake like that. Not more than 1 minute. You don't want to overdo it. You turn on the other side. Always on medium high, and we're lightly frying. You see that? Simply to get that crust and crisp on the surface. Now that the Qatayef are ready, we're going to dunk them into the bowl of syrup just before serving it to your guest. 1, 2, 3, 4, not more than that, then we take it out.